Creative energy is the imagination, the energy we use to create something new, or find a better way, or look at old problems to find a new solution. There's all kinds of places we can use creative energy. You have a beginner's mind, a very exploring mind. Have you ever watched a toddler when they're just ready to look around and try new things? And a lot of us really lose that as we get older. And I often talk about two emotions. There's two basic emotions, love versus fear. So they're all of the other emotions, anger and whatnot, are just spin-offs of those two basic emotions. When we're in fear, we're in a state of avoiding negative consequences. So we're in scarcity, or we have a fear of failure. And I've seen that show up in my life quite a bit. And in creation, we're just in a state of imagining positive consequences. So we're in a state of abundance, right? And abundance can mean many, many things. It can be you're feeling healthy, or you're loving life, or you get to travel a lot, or you have comfortable surroundings. It means many different things to many people. Daydreaming is really important with creating. So your mind wanders, those internal thoughts, they kind of just sift through your head, the future plans, the experiences, and you just become less aware of what's going on right around you. You get to just daydream and travel a bit. So that problem solving part of your brain, and the creativity network in your brain, they're working at the same time together. So these new connections can just kind of pop in. We get out of that really super narrow track of focusing on one thing. So those little tidbits have a way to just come in unexpectedly. So you're activating two different parts of your brain, the front and the back together. So give yourself a little space to do nothing and just see what happens and have fun with it. Some of the different things I love to create. I love art. I love sewing. I love stained glass. And I've got a few different things to show you here. This is dot painting. It's one of my new favorite little things to watch YouTube videos on. I did not create this. I purchased this one, but you can see the pretty swirls, and it's just beautiful play on colors with pinks and creams and tans. And basically you're using a tool with just a flat end, kind of like a pencil eraser of all different sizes. You dip it in paint and then you put it on your uh, uh, thing that you're painting. And here's a heart-shaped one. I also purchased this. Aren't they pretty? I just have them out on my desk and stuff. This one was my first creation. It was a lot of trial and error. It's nowhere near as cool as those are. However, I'm really happy with it, and I've given it away to a few people, or ones like it. I've helped my granddaughters do dot painting. That's what we're doing for our birthday gathering this year. They get to come over and create dot painting. And there's just so many. This is very simple, but you can see the dark purple on the inside. And then each row, I added a dollop of a pearly paint. So that same color in the middle works out to something much lighter on the edge. So it's nice to give different gifts away. And you know what? It's so relaxing when I work on different things. Like sewing was probably my first love and my favorite. And I go down into my sewing area and I pick up a needle and thread, and all those pressures just go away. It's such a great stress reliever. I have a lovely little, this is a jewelry bag. It's a traveling jewelry bag. My mom had made bunches and bunches of them and had a whole bunch of circles cut out. So I'd make these for gifts, and you just open up the drawstring, then there are little pockets. You can put different jewelry, earrings and necklaces, that kind of thing. And then you can pull the drawstring and it's a great little travel pouch. So you can create things to give away to people. I've used them for door prizes and different things with groups. So it can be a very productive thing to do too. Stained glass. I love making stained glass, and it's kind of turned into more stepping stones because I don't have to work with the flux and the foil and all that. This I had made years and years ago for a grandmother, and she was ailing and spent a lot of time in her bedroom, and I made this so she could hang it on her window and look at something pretty and special when she was not able to move around a lot. And I loved learning how to do it. With that talent, I've made a lot of stepping stones, like I say. I've also tiled a couple bathrooms, same skills, just learning how to cut hard stuff. This is one of my favorite quilting projects I did. I sew garments and different quilting things. Drop one. So this is a piece of fabric that I got. It's kind of an upholstery fabric. And you can see it's bilaterally symmetrical. The same pattern is on both sides of the center line. So I would cut out different triangles and then sew 8 triangles together. And that same pattern would then make different kaleidoscope type squares. So I'm going to put these in a quilt. My goal was to do it this winter. Maybe now my goal is to do it this year. So you can see how different the patterns turn out just by cutting out different parts of the pattern, and that's all from that same print. So I've had a lot of fun doing that. You match them up, sew them by hand. It's very contemplative, very relaxing. It just helps you reconnect with your inner child, and you're just free to just be and let your mind wander and think, and you wouldn't believe all the creative things that pop in when you're not focusing on what you have to solve. And and don't tell yourself you can't. You might not be perfect at it right away. And we all probably need to be a little easier on ourselves as being perfectionists. I know I'm guilty of that quite a bit, but play around with it and let yourself learn and have fun, take a class, meet some new people, just be in that state of play. I have one more thing to show you. It's an orgone pyramid. And I don't know if you've heard of orgone. It is a resin. And with the light, it's kind of hard to see, but there are different crystals in there and metal shavings and this organic resin. And the orgone, I don't know if you've heard about those, but it has the ability to convert negative energy and balance the spiritual, emotional, and physical body. So you can do things like put these on legs and meditate underneath them. It improves plant growth. It helps detox water, purify the air. How it works is the energy moves through the exposed, the electromagnetic friction. So the energy moves through there, and the metal shavings and crystals and resins, it reacts with that. So it reorganizes things into a more harmonious wavelength through the orgone. So it'll neutralize EMF. They're good things to have by your computer. It helps for meditation, helps with a restful sleep and lucid dreaming, and it helps with stress. There's all kinds of YouTube videos on orgone too, ORGONE. You can look that up. So in creation, we're just in that state of imagining positive consequences. We're in abundance. So we're relaxing and we're caring for our body, mind, spirit. We have to take care of all 3. And then we can be in joy, abundance, and flow.